What's going on, everybody? Harding Ison-Bowman coming at you, partnerwithgreatness.com. Welcome to another video episode of Landscaping Pro Tips. Coming at you with a nice spring topic. It's an overcast day here, and we're between rain showers. It's early, late March, early in the spring season here, about to turn into April. A lot of people are looking at their grass. Everybody loves to have that nice, perfect turf grass yard, America. So this is that time of year when it's a good time to start to spray, reseed the lawn, put down some extra grass seed and so forth, and patch up that turf. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. This is my back slope here, backyard, and I had a lot of topsoil brought in, and I spread the topsoil myself. I had several big dump truck loads brought in here because the roots of these big maple trees were all exposed, and we were scuffing them with the mower. It was all bad. We just had like this like shelf yard of nasty big roots, so we wanted a plush grassy slope yard instead. So we spread the topsoil. Then I did the whole, put down the grass seed, put down the straw, put the sprinkler on it, on and on. And it's hard to get a stand of grass growing, especially up under a tree, because in the early spring it's a sunny spot, and then the trees leave out and it becomes a shade spot. So got some sun grass seed and some shade grass seed here. But my approach right now is I've been aerating, and I've got this tool. It is a digging fork for digging, turning, and aerating soil. True Temper brand. This is the first tool I've ever actually liked by them. I don't like their stuff normally, but this is a cool tool, and it's got enough room here to where if you want to step on it and drive it in with your body weight and then kind of chunk up like that, you're basically just kind of lifting the side layer of the yard, poking some holes in it, creating some pathways for water, air, and nutrients and so forth to get down in there, microscopic critters that make the soil healthy, and also little pockets for grass seed to fall in and start a new life there. So I have aerated the heck out of this whole area. There's different tools you can use, but you can see it gets a little more aggressive here where the grass is thinner. The soil just kind of pops apart because there's no roots. There are no roots holding it together. So I went up through there and got this whole area aerated. I'm going to put down my grass seed, and I'm not going to buy any straw this year. I'm going to take the extra leaves and so forth and rake them back up and shred them with my weed eater and put those down and let those kind of break down into the yard here and become part of the organic matter instead of buying more straw that's out of season, and reduce my carbon footprint that way too. But the other thing I'm going to do that's a little less conventional, you may not have heard of, is I've got this little garden fountain water pump here, a little submersible pump, and I'm going to put it in a bin with water, some non-chlorinated water like from my rain barrel, or if you let water sit out 24 hours from the tap, just set it in a bucket, the chlorine will evaporate up out of there. And I'm going to take me a nice big handful of my compost, see my compost pile back there, put it down in that water with 3 or 4 gallons of water, and some dried molasses or other natural sugar source. And I'm going to put this sucker down in there, and I'm going to let it just make a little fountain in a bucket and churn that water. And I'm going to brew me a batch of compost tea. I'm going to let that sit for 24 hours splashing, and then I'm going to run that and kind of strain it out so it doesn't clog up my sprayer. And I'm going to spray this slope back here, and I'm going to add some more microbiology, because when the soil was brought to me in the dump truck, it just kind of had like a sandy color, didn't have a lot of organic matter in it, and it had been like sifted and sieved and tossed around and baked in the sun and so forth. So any microbiology life that may have once lived in it was not presently doing so well. No worms, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, not good soil. It was like dirt, it wasn't soil. So I think that's part of the reason I haven't gotten the results I'm looking for with growing new turf here, is because my microbiology is terrible. So I'm gonna give that a shot in the arm with some compost tea additive, and we'll see what happens, man. I'll keep you all posted, but when I make this post, I may be able to stick up a before picture of when there was just roots and piles of dirt that I had to spread out. It was pretty brutal, but Well, just want to pass along what I'm doing here. I've got high hopes for it. I think that'll work great. I'm also going to use that compost tea in the garden this year, and help my plant roots there have those beneficial interactions with small critters in the soil, and be able to get to some bioavailable nutrition that way, rather than throwing down chemical fertilizer. So, been reading a lot out of a book called Teaming with Microbes by Jeff Lowenfels. My buddy Chad Tipton turned me on to that book. Thank you, Sarge. So that's where I'm getting some of these ideas, but hope this adds value to you all. Bounce some ideas off me if you want to know more about that, or interested in this topic of seeding lawns and turf and sod. And I've done a little bit of that, so hit me up. Might be able to help you out with whatever challenge you're facing, whether it be personal or professional. So I hope you all have a super blessed day. Catch you soon. Go to partnerwithgreatness.com. Visit me there. Sign up for the free ebook. I think it'll really add some value to your life, some great positive thoughts to kind of help you reach your goals and frame each day with a pure and positive purpose. Catch y'all soon. Bye-bye.